Well, let's see now. We got you back here. She got married on the 4th of April of 1921 at the Priest House in Vicksburg, Mississippi. They were living in Egremont.
No, I was in Mobile.
Oh, you were in Mobile then?
I caught the train, and Harry met me in Vicksburg.
Oh.
Took me off the train to the police house. We got married. Then we were in Egremont.
And your mother was already in Egremont, huh?
Mm-hmm. No.
When did she go up there to run that boarding house?
About a week before we got married, I was already in Mobile.
Oh.
And she was bitterly against the marriage, and Pop was really for it. And he told her to leave me alone. That was a good man. And if she broke us up, I might go marry some trash. So she left me alone, and we got married.
We didn't even give you a chance to mess us up.
No.
And you were opposed to that one, too.
They come down on Sunday, and they said they were engaged. They wanted to get married.
No, they didn't. I had never seen you. I wasn't there.
You was there
Nope.
on a Sunday evening with Catherine.
First time I ever saw you was after I came back from overseas.
I don't know about you coming back from overseas.
Yeah.
You were fixing to go.
No, I was
In
never
9
there.
days, hold on, kid, I don't forget.
I do.
You and Catherine drove down in that Buick.
I didn't have the Buick then.
Why did it sit in front of my house from February till spring?
Oh, that was 2 years later.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Catherine, come here.
Now your memory's going bad.
Mine never
In
goes
fact,
bad.
when she came home to visit that Christmas, I was in the hospital, right? Back at Alexander.
And she didn't come home that Christmas. She had the flu herself.
Well, she went home.
Wait, well, not on, I don't think I was home Christmas Day.
I know you wasn't.
But I didn't come home with you.
No.
She never met me till almost a year after we were
Did you
married.
bring him down for a weekend?
Who did you take
on
down there?
Sunday?
Were you flipping coins between two of
Hold
us?
on, wait a minute. We got Mickey there to back this up. And June and all of them. I'm sure they remember it. You two might have forgot it.
I was
but
never
not
there.
them. Y'all come down and we're sitting there in the living room and you say, he says one.
That's
We're,
after he came
we're
back from
engaged.
overseas.
No. We are engaged. We want to get married. And I said, no. I said, please don't. I said, because he's fixing to go overseas. He might not get back, Catherine. And y'all said, then I talked y'all out of it. You said, okay, we'll wait till he comes back. You left, and next, you went back to Alexander that evening. Next morning, you must have got foolishness in your head again. Tuesday, I get a telegram, we just married, after promising that you wouldn't.
But you had never met me. Some other boy maybe.
Well,
She
it
didn't
must
tell
have
me.
been
Who
somebody
was it?
for sure.
Who did you take to
The guy
visit
was
your mama?
The guy was named Gene Metz.
Wasn't me. I'll tell you.
I'm sure y'all been through so much you forgot it.
No.
You had to. I know you have to forget it.
No way I could forget
There
that.
ain't no way I could tell this tale without it happening. There's no way.
Well, believe me, I never was to your house till I came back from overseas.
Absolutely. I die on what I'm saying.
And that's when we drove in the old Buick. I bought the Buick after I got back from overseas from my uncle.
I don't know. I remember sitting inside the
Well, yeah.
I think,
In the ditch while we were going, I was going to Pennsylvania for Christmas. I had tickets on the train.
Is my little clock not ringing?
and do you know,
Yeah, it's ringing.
we hired a wrecker from Hammond to come up there and try and get that that car out of that ditch. He anchored to the light pole. He almost pulled the light pole down. He still didn't get that truck that car out of that ditch.
I can believe it.
We had to leave it there till
It dried up.
everything dried up.
That was the slippiest ditch I ever saw.
It was.
It was.
Jim
I mean, it
Cabler
was like a bog.
Jim Cabler must have done something to it.
It was like a bog.
Yep.
I mean, it just
Oh, you
down.
couldn't pull nothing across it.
See here, Catherine? Where did you meet Harry?
Well, that's right. See, Papa come to Mobile and picked me and Matt up and brought us back up to Egremont. And we're on the train on a Sunday evening. Harry's on the train sitting right across from us. Nobody spoke. We didn't even know each other. We all got off the train at the same time, and Matt's pushing me with her elbow. Said, look, she's getting off. So he got off and we got off. Mr. Gibbs was there, the manager from out at the mill, to take us out to the mill in his car. And he introduces us to Mr. Parent, and Pop didn't know Mr. Parent either. So we all met. We all went on out to the boarding house. We all had supper. It was on a Sunday evening.
Would y'all ride in?
We were single then.
No, what did you ride in?
Dodge automobile. Mr. Gibbs' car.
The big old open thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Sort of like a touring car?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And
My
then
dad had one of those about 1920.
I stayed up there and worked a while. I'd say 4 or 5 months. Worked in the boarding house. Harry stays at the boarding house. And he said that was the best food he ever ate. Papa would buy these big old salt shoulders. They'd ship them up from the meat packing house.
Now your mother was there, huh?
Yeah, Mama and Papa. And these big old smoked shoulders come in. Papa'd wash them good. Put them in a big can and boil them. Change the waters 2 or 3 times.
Oh yeah, get the salt out, yeah.
Well, when it would get cooked, he'd take it out and let it cool for supper or dinner, whatever. He'd get a big old sharp knife and slice big slices of that lean meat. Harry said that was the best food he ever ate. And the biscuits. Oh, he loved them biscuits. And the bacon. Good, believe me, we did.
Because Grandma Parent was a good cook, too.
Well, Pop was a good cook, too. Because he helped me in that, in the kitchen. Then he'd go to work. After breakfast, he'd head out for the woods. He took care of the woods or something. And he'd work all day and come back, take over in the kitchen and help us with the supper. Well, what it was, we had all the black men, too. They had a dining room behind the kitchen.
Yeah.
And then there was a kitchen and there was a dining room. So we had to take care of all that. We worked like damn slaves.
So then you went back to Mobile, huh?
Yeah, I went down there and I stayed 2 or 3 weeks with Lee. And we had bargained already before I left that when we would meet and everything. Then, of course, he wrote me every night. And we went on up there that Monday morning, caught the train. And some man, a bagger, nice-looking guy, but he was an old man. And he was sitting on the train where I'm riding up to, he got on in Meridian, and so did I. I mean, I changed trains in Meridian. And he's sitting behind me. So finally he pushed me on the shoulder and he said, pardon me. I said, yes, sir. He said, oh, you, Florence Parker's daughter? I said, yes, I am one. He said, well, I was raised with Florence. He said, and we all you grew up there together in some little Baptist church. And he starts talking about all the things. So finally, he got a chance to come around and sit beside of me. So there's where I am when the train pulls in, and Harry's there to meet me, with the guy sitting there with me. I said, of all the things I could get myself messed up in on my wedding day.
But he knew your mother. How do you
Yeah.
know you? Did he?
He said I was exactly like her.
Oh,
He said, you are Florence made over. Because he never heard my name.
yeah. That's something. Well, the world was smaller in those days too. There weren't near so many people
Oh,
around.
I think he was selling something, a drummer or something
Yeah.
like that. Anyway, he was well dressed, and he got off, and I introduced him to Harry, and he had brought the saw filer with him up there for a witness.
Yeah.
So when we go in the priest's house, the priest comes in and he talks to us a little, and then he says, is this all the witness you got? We said, yeah. We didn't know. This is our first time around. We didn't know we had to have two. He said, yeah. He says, that's okay. I'll get the taxi driver. He says, he's one of my good members. So he went out and put the taxi driver in for a witness, and I can't even remember his name. And then he drove us all over Vicksburg. Boy, that hilly town.
Yeah, that is quite a town.
And he's telling us a tale about he had seen it so bad that people had to back up the hills. The car wouldn't pull up.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, a lot of the old cars were stronger in reverse than they were in forward because of the gearing. Well, you know, Catherine and I did the same thing. We went to the priest in Alex and he slammed the door in our face.
Oh, no.
Absolutely.
What did he say?
You don't get married in the Catholic Church this way.
Oh.
So we went to
What he thought, he thought this serviceman is just on Mary and Reva.
Well, either that or he thought she was hoping to get my insurance or something, but I don't know.
Well,
but anyway, we went to the Methodist district.
I don't think Harry would have gotten married if he couldn't have gotten married by the priest.
You don't think he would have?
Mm-mm.
Well, Catherine did, thank goodness. But it was quite a while before, you know, we had our marriage blessed.
Right.
When Donald was born. Just before you came up here.
Well, I'll be.
And we went to see that priest, by the way, when we went to Wichita.
You did?
Yeah.
Talk to him, huh?
Oh, yeah. He told me, he said, you know, he said,
they do that.
He said, did you ever join a church? And I said, yeah. He said, boy, somebody must have talked. I said, you're the only one I ever talked to. And because I was a strong Methodist, you know. And, so he said, well, he said, I can tell you a secret now. So I told him, you know, I'm not only Catholic, I'm with the choir and all this. He said, when he went to get permission to marry us, the bishop refused. And he said he argued and he argued and he argued. And finally the bishop said, well, you're going to have to learn your own lesson. Go ahead and marry him. And so he said he was going to call the bishop that night. He was up in somewhere else.
When we went up
to see him 3 years ago. Yeah. And he said
they make a lot of mistakes, you know, with them priests. Of course, they can't see what the future has.
No. But that's what the bishop was telling him. No, they're not. This will never last.
So he was going to call the bishop and tell him that he was right.
So happy. He was even crying.
This was a real priest.
He was afraid. What he was afraid was he had lost 2 members. He could have gained 2 members, but he had to be so ugly.
He used to come to the house, Mama.
Well, we're talking
in Wichita.
When Wichita, but now the guy that slammed the door on us was in Nellie. I say they went to the priest and got married. When we tried that, we got the door slammed in our face.
And we hadn't even warned him or nothing.
Well, we hadn't.
He was the nicest guy.
We didn't know any better.
Father McHale.
Well, that guy slammed the door in our face. But
Father Blackridge, you may have met him.
Simply I did.
Oh, yeah, you would have met him.
Sure I did.
He used to come to the house.
Right.
Let the kids ride in his car.
He used to let the kids steer
Steer his car and around the circle.
Let him sit on his lap and steer the car around that driveway.
They had as much experience driving as he did. He'd never driven before he came to the United States.
Police maniac when they get behind that wheel.
Well, he was from England. And he wanted to drive on the wrong side of the road.
Oh, great. He better try. Man, they'll haul him off to jail.
So, when you got married in Vicksburg, where'd you go on your honeymoon? Egremont?
We went to the hotel. What was the name of that hotel? I can't even remember. We stayed there a couple of days. Then we went out to Livingston. Visited with Grandma. Oh, we had to go to his mama. That man loved his mama. Do you know what? He went to see Grandma. He's working out of state in Arkansas. He comes home for the weekend. He's going to see his mama on that little bit of weekend, because he got to leave Sunday right after dinner to go back to Arkansas. But he's got to see Mama.
Did you explain to him that wasn't really quite kosher?
Well, I love the old lady, and she enjoyed him coming so much. You just couldn't refuse it.
Well, I remember how we used to get in that car and drive over every weekend to Livingston.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Every weekend we went to
Well,
Livingston.
Grandpa had a fit over you kids. Remember the time he wanted to ring you in 2008?
Oh, do I ever.
They were swinging in the porch swing to the ceiling.
Yeah.
And he had asked them to stop it, and they wouldn't do it, so he had to go get up off his seat and go make them get off that swing. I'll wring your neck. Man, he was raising
You know
hell
what we
with
were
him.
doing, too, besides swinging?
Twisting the...
We was twisting the swing around
Don't
on the
break the
chain.
chain.
Or we just did everything we could to aggravate it.
That sounds like
Everybody.
you and Tita.
And we lived on the railroad track. I don't know why. Well, of course, it was just...
Or the dummy line.
On the dummy line.
Well, the dummy only traveled on Mondays. And we got up there on Sunday, Saturday, or Sunday.
Stayed on that dummy line. Up and down that track we went.
Oh, the damn, what kind of cars do you call?
Pump cars or...
Yeah, it was a pump car. And it took all us kids to pump it.
3 or 4 on each end, just a pumping. They've gained
Up
some
and down the
speed, too.
track.
They couldn't hardly get it started, it was so heavy.
They put the railroad company in jail
Another
nowadays
thing,
for leaving it loose for you.
They had a fish pond,
Oh.
and they had put these bass in there, in that fish pond. Alphonse and a bunch of the men would go fishing, you know, and catch these big bass and throw them in that pond. A nice, clear pond. And they had, 12 or 15. That long, I swear.
Huge fish.
And they swimming around the edge of the pond, and they'd steal Grandma's bread. A whole loaf. All of them got a loaf of bread. Down there feeding the fish. Well,
Catfish Charlie, huh?
Yeah. Years
well, what's a case of eggs, you? A whole case
I'll
of
never
eggs.
tell.
Huh?
I'll never tell.
Might have been Mickey. I don't know which one of you did it.
A whole case
I
of
mean,
eggs.
Grandpa had them sitting up on something, and then in the little pantry, Madeline pulled that whole case of eggs and splash. Egg all over everything. 13 dozen eggs. Was that dirty?
Oh, Lord.
And they wouldn't let me pay them for it. And Grandpa had baked a ham. Every weekend he had this big ham. I mean, he'd get the biggest they had. And he'd bake it, set it out there. Everybody goes by, cut them a piece. Make sandwiches. His damn kids were so stuffed on ham sandwiches when they'd get home, I didn't have to feed them for a week.
I have to think how many pairs of shoes we threw away out the car one day.
Then crawfish with their new hats. the Easter hat. Everybody had to have a hat those days.
That's right.
Easter.
With ribbons on it.
And they'd take this hat, they'd put these ribbons on it, and they'd go out there and, oh, the crawfish looked so pretty running around in that sunny water. Come in with them hats running. What you do to that hat? I was catching crawfish. Oh my God. You ain't never getting another hat. You know what? Wallace Gainey knew the kind of life I had lived. And every time he'd come to give me communion, he'd say, I want you to write a book. I said, Wallace, I ain't got sense enough to write a book. He said, you don't have to have no sense, just put down what you lived. And he just begged me to write that book. Oh, I saw Iris, Sarah's younger sister.
Oh, really?
They were one that next door when they got married. What they get enough of them?
Take a sip of lemonade.
I thought she'd never turn me loose. They were living next door to me when they first got married. Her and Sonny Elsie, brother Elsie. You might remember it. He had a little old radio he was playing with on his back porch all the time. And some black man had brought his big old pistol up there and pawned it to Pop. He needed the money. So I walked across the yard there and I said, Sonny, brother, don't you need a gun? Yeah, who's got one? I said, I need that little radio you got there. Oh, good, he says. So that's the first thing I thought of when I saw him. We talked about that. That was yesterday. And, oh, she looked so good. Looked better than she did when she got married. She lost her first baby, Dr. Tim's. Walked off and left it when she was having the baby. Oh, he was a dirty doctor. Well, he did me the same thing.
I know.
He was a dirty doctor. Pop didn't like him at all.
Well, I just don't.
He'd bound to have known if he was any doctor at all.
Well, that's what I mean.
I think the son of a bitch was bashful.
Huh?
I think the son of a bitch was bashful. But why not his daddy? Oh, Dr. Tim. He was a corker. You couldn't get rid of him. Well, he delivered half of them.
Yeah.
Yours was Dr. Stribling. For you and Mickey.
Who?
Dr. Stribling. He was from out of Rolling Forward. So you want to go out? Who painted that door and when? When did that door get a painting?
Oh, it's been a long time.
Well, it's doing good.
Needs another painting.
Well, I don't see too much dirt on it.
Every so often we scrub it down. Make a list for the ladies. And
did you ever get on this thing?
yeah. It's been a while since I've been on it, so I need to
I
start
think
using it.
Mickey bought one for Paul.
I need to start using it again.
But George come in, and she had Paul on it. And George threw a fit. He said, what are you doing, trying to get rid of him quick? He said, you know Daddy ain't got no business on that. Don't let me take him on it again. He says he is no condition to go. She's the one should have been on it.
On what?
This thing.
Oh, treadmill.
So. Well, Tony never did show up.
Who?
Tony.
No, they're back in the trailer. They were having dinner back there.
Oh, they are?
She was cooking.
Oh.
She likes to cook. And
I didn't see her.
Yeah, she.
Yeah, she was in the truck with him when they drove past.
Oh, I couldn't see on the
She
other
was
side.
waving on the other side. I saw her waving.
She's still on the truck run?
Yeah, she was on the road 3
They were
days
driving that
last week.
truck, honey.
I asked Tony why they need it, because they're advertising for truck drivers with their mate.
Yeah, I think she'd like to have him do it too, but I don't know. I don't think he could last too long.
Well, he said, no, I don't think I'm ready for that yet.
Yeah.
He says, I like my job. Tony works good. He really does. Mary Ann is calling, they've moved to, Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he still in the same kind of work?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
He had told me something about
I suppose he is.
what this Upjohn pharmaceutical John.
Yeah.
You know, they put out medicine and stuff.
Yeah.
I think something with the planes or something. Must be a big, big thing. Because I've been getting Upjohn all my life.
Yeah, they are a big company.
Yeah. It's a big pharmaceutical.
June, Catherine, I don't believe you want to lend to this book, do you?
Go ahead, yeah.
Take it.
Oh, I'll be so happy.
Sure.
Man, talk about neglected house.
Yeah.
Man, I really neglect it now.
Well, sit back and enjoy it.
But she don't bring the paper to the floor or something. You know. I get so mad with her.
It's pretty late.
Oh, here's a whole page of spotted breast. Look at that.
You're liable to end up in 2 minutes.
It has a quail head, and it says grouse.
It's a grouse.
But look at that. It's
Grouse are bigger, I
And it tells
think.
you how long they are, how
We have-
many inches they are.
I think that grouse is about
It's a big bird, isn't it?
second one up there.
17 inches, see?
Don't that look like a little quail?
But they're that big, see?
It's
That's
over a
big?
They're
foot
big, yeah, they're big.
You kidding?
17
Grouse.
inches.
long.
Wow. Look.
Those are great hunting birds up
Let
north.
me tell you something. I've been a bird watcher since I was 7 years old. Papa gets on his wagon to go do something somewhere. And he said, I'm playing around. I said, want to go, Belle? Yeah. Now hop in the wagon and we go. On the way back, there's this big bluebird running along here at the news. And I said, oh, Papa, stop and let me get out and catch it. Ben, you can't catch that thing, it'll eat you up. He must have had experience with it. So I begged so hard, he stopped and let me get out and catch that bird. And he wasn't lying. That bird ate me up.
What was it?
I think it had been wounded or something. It was some kind of bluebird. Oh, but it was beautiful.
Must have been a blue jay.
I said,
Because those are fighters.
yeah, well, I'm telling you, it really got on me.
Boy, they'll get too close to their nest, and they'll come down and hit you in the head.
I think, though, this one was crippled or something.
Mm.
It wasn't running too good.
Yeah.
I outran it. He warned me, he says, that thing will eat you up. And sure enough, it did. Hit me, I had my hands and arms bleeding. So I got rid of it.
Well, tell me, when you went back to visit Lean in Mobile, did your mother know you were going to go to Vicksburg and get married?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
she knew I was going.
She gave up by then, huh?
Huh?
She'd given up by then,
Well,
huh?
back in those days, they were anxious to get the daughters married.
No.
Oh,
Her
no.
mother didn't want her to get
Honey,
married.
they give up the boarding house and followed me to Mobile.
Oh.
If you think they wanted me to go.
Oh, she went back to Mobile?
Yeah.
Oh.
They moved in down there before I could get away.
But you were stubborn then as you are now, huh?
Well, how did y'all move?
Moved?
Yeah, in a car or in a wagon? Or?
Well, I don't think they had ever taken any of the furniture up there.
Oh,
I think
see.
it was still
just
in
mainly
Mobile.
your clothes.
They were just up there running that boarding house.
Mm.
And Mama had bought a brand new Ford. So that's how they were traveling. They had already taken a trip down there for Christmas in that new Ford.
Wonder what year.
Must have been 21. That's the year I got married in. I know they were in that Ford maybe a 1920. Probably a 1920.
Remember, they always said Fords always rattle.
Oh, brand new.
Fords were known to rattle.
Clyde was a good driver. Mama couldn't stay put. She just had to go. Papa said I just couldn't make her stay. She was determined. And she was. Oh, her head got set on something. It was that.
Well, whoever said that your father was part Indian?
Well, I've been hearing it all of my life. All of my life. So it has to be so. His mother died when he was born. But Grandpa had a bunch of other kids before Papa. Papa was the baby, the last one. And he had a sister already married when he was born. Full blood sister, Aunt Martha. She married some, I don't know where that guy was from. I used to hear little rumors, you know. I'm growing up and I hear, and we used to love to go to her house. Her whole yard in the back was full of gardenias. And all summer long, she had biddies, and we could pick us up a dead biddy anywhere in the yard and have another funeral. Boy, he was well versed in that. Preach that funeral.
Yeah, Mike just
Sang
got
at
himself a couple more gardenia plants. He put about 3 of them in already, and he's got.
Sang at that funeral, boy, we really enjoyed life. We lived just like grown folks, you know. Robin's little old girl reminds me of myself when I was growing up. I was grown. Everything we taken part in just like grown folks. It was a lot of fun. But boy, when Mama said, well, we're going over to Aunt Martha's today, she had raised Papa. See, she had to take him and raise him.
But and he said he thought his mother was Indian.
Yeah. Must have been full blood. Because that's what they always say. And then on the last.
Well, how long did his dad?
I've been able to trace her parents back.
You was at Papa's funeral. I got a picture of you there. That's one damn thing you can't deny.
No. But how long did
Don't you
Daddy
remember?
live?
We picked you up in the Biloxi. Me and
I remember
brother.
that.
We picked you up in the Biloxi and went on up to Lee's. She lived next door. Mama did.
Yeah.
Lived next door to Clyde. Clyde and Cindy. When Papa died.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think they brought him down to Clyde's house. So he was so sick. They brought him down there so Mama would have help to take care of him. And I got a picture of you standing, and with Liz Watley. Sure have.
Well, no, how long did your grandfather live? Your daddy's daddy.
I can remember him, and I was little. We used to walk across the field over the Great Falls. He had a kettle big as this room. He made syrup for everybody under a great big shed. A great big iron kettle. Oh, I said I'd love to get a hold of that thing. So we used to go there.
And where was it?
Weeksville, somewhere. Roberts something, Alabama. Right out of Bruton. The next thing out of Bruton. He liked his grandchildren. He even got a hold of some strawberry plants and planted a whole little bed of them in his garden. And the first berries wait to take us out there and let us pick them. So that's the way my children grew up too. Whoever was the baby got to pick the first strawberries at ripened. Yeah. Old Grandpa looked just like Santa Claus. He had this big beard around him.
Really? Was he
I wish
stout?
I could get a picture of him.
Oh, I wish he had too. Was he kind of stout?
Huh?
Was he kind of stout?
He was. He sure was. I can see him with that apron on, picking that syrup. Going back a long way.
That's Grandpa Parker, right?
Uh-huh.
Was he short?
His name was William Parker.
William. Mm-hmm.
Was he short?
Kind of short. Never caught him sleeping. He was always working.
And his mother was Mariah.
His yard was just like that. Mowed all the time. What you think he mowed it with? He had an old mule. That was the cutest little old mule. And that's what he plowed his garden with. And she stayed in her place. She never messed in the yard. She had a certain place way off up in the corner.
Oh, Mama.
So honest to God, you never did see that in his yard. That mule went in that corner. That was a real live lawnmower. Yep. But that yard was so pretty.
With the BB gun.
Huh? Do what?
The training with the BB gun.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I never see dog messing either.
He might have just talked to her. I
They do
don't
it in
know.
the flower beds. Not very often you don't see it. They go next door a lot. Do it next-
Always in the neighbor's yard.
Who's that?
The dogs.
Really?
They always go next door to do their food.
Oh,
somewhere.
that's good.
You'll never step in dog poo in my yard.
Boy, that's a mess. Oh, is that a mess? Not any of them like to mess your yard up. They got our yard. They've taken over our yard outside. I see Jim.
Hey, you want to go out there?
I wonder if she's sitting there by herself.
No, Connie's racing.
They're probably reading the newspaper and smoking. They don't smoke in the house.
Does she smoke?
Yes.
Can't believe it.
Both.
Regular people like that. See me drinking this close? I don't want no backfiring. Man, what's getting it up?
Really?
Everything. Well, it keeps my dinner moving down.
Yeah.
I got something here blocking.
Yeah, I got the same thing.
Ain't that awful? Man, it can give you trouble, too.
I went over there. I got a piece of chicken. I took a bite of it, and it stopped right there.
Yes, sir.
And I had heading looking for something to drink.
And I tell you, you
And
think
I finally
that's
got a warm glass of 7-Up, and I dumped it.
Patient will call those high up her in. Call them what? High up her in.
High up.
That's what that is?
Pretty high up.
No, that's what the patients call them. High up.
Oh,
Idle.
I don't, it could be a low down. It sure is low down.
Well, I have an appointment with Dr. Spiller Wednesday.
Still it?
Well, is there any cure for it?
For what?
For a high hernia.
Uh-huh.
Surgery sometimes.
For
Do what?
you got a hiatal hernia?
No.
Oh.
But it can't be removed.
No, because it's the opening between your stomach and your esophagus.
Yeah.
Well,
No, my appointment, well, for a couple things, general checkup more than anything.
what will make it worse?
Spicy food.
Spicy foods and, well, I cut all that out. So, but every now and then it pops back up. And it'll last, sometimes 2 or 3 weeks. And that's when I get my skinniest. I just can't eat. Don't even want to think about food.
That's when you have to take your insurance.
Yeah, sometimes I drink 2 a day because
What you didn't
I feel kind of hungry.
physical for?
Well, I had a dizzy spell at work Thursday.
Got a brain
Friday,
tumor.
no. I
Pregnant.
think it's my inner ear.
She's pregnant.
Pregnant.
Bullet brain?